morning.
Morning! It's only 8:30, so Andy's not really awake at the moment. He's not early bird, are you?
No, silver bird then.
Oh, come in.
But, yeah, we had to get up this early because we got to get through the collapsed wall. I don't know where it's collapsed or how it's collapsed. But when they say they have to drag you through, I think it means you can't use your prop, so it's probably underneath. You probably hit your prop on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. We have the...
Everybody has to get on the boat and they pull you through on the rope. They have to get off the boat.
That's what Dad reckons.
Yeah, I was
but
told
we've
by
got...
the lock keeper what they do.
Okay. If you hit the brick wall,
In case the
it
wall
might sink the
collapses.
boat.
Yeah, so
So they just
That's
pull your
what we
boat
reckon.
through.
it should be fun today.
Yeah,
Something a bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a nice, really nice night here.
Oh, it's a lovely spot.
Quiet, and it's only about a mile from Worksop, and we've only seen about 2 people.
Yeah, been fantastic. The shame,
It's a really nice spot.
shame Ash didn't go to missing here really, because it's very, very quiet. We all got lovely horses over there chasing one another last night. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a workboat go past about half an hour ago.
8 o'clock, yeah.
Heading the same direction as us. I don't know if it has anything to do with...
I don't know, Josh
Turn us
reckons
through.
it might be him pull us through, but I don't know. But if he could go through, we could go through. Because they've still got a prop, haven't they, like us? So, I don't know. We'll find out anyway. So,
Yeah.
we've got to get there for 10. So, if we can only go 1 to 2 miles per hour, I'm going to have to get going, aren't we? So,
There is a lock before we get to that section as well.
yeah.
I'm not exactly sure where the wall is. It's in between lock 51 and 50, so we'll see. Yeah, sorry if I sound a bit down in the intro. Sort of went through a few days of depression around this time when Ash went missing. Things just got on top of me. This, as you can see, is a big pile of blanket weed that the weed boat has picked up, and they put it on the side. Really good nutrients for the plants as well. But we're glad to see that out of the canal, not in it. Oh, someone wasn't concentrating, was they? This first lock here is the only lock that's still got these old-fashioned box things that cover the paddles. It's the very old-fashioned way of how they used to do anti-vandal, but it's very time-consuming and a bit annoying, to be honest. canal takes a bit of a sharp bend here to cross over the river on an aqueduct, but it's really sharp and extremely shallow, so we do lose steering. That is the Bracebridge pumping station, which was built in 1881 and was for Worksop's new sewage system back then, although sadly it's now abandoned. In 2018 it was auctioned off for £300,000, and there is new planning permission to convert it into 23 two-bedroom apartments. This is Bracebridge Lock, and the pound above it is the pound where the wall has fallen down, so this is locked, and this is the first lock that the CRT person will unlock. And the person doing it for us today is the lovely Wilf. He's a really great guy. He's got a massive beard, and he's the one who let us in at Stockwith, if you remember. But yeah, he does some major favours for us in the future, and yeah, he's a great guy. Well, that's not a good sign, is it? Looks like part of Worksop's old industrial side still survives. He'd lock that lock back up that we just came through, and then he'd drive to this one. He's going to meet us, and we have to all get off the boat, and he's going to pull us through because of health and safety, of course. You know, I don't know what on earth could go wrong, but yeah, that's just the way it is. You've got to be pulled through. Oh my god, look how low that is. And into Worksop Town Lock, number 50, which is undeniably the worst and most controversial lock on this canal, because this is where ne'er-do-wells like to hang out. Thankfully none were here today, but there is definitely evidence of them. They can only fit one paddle on as well, look.
Obviously, I thought this one was shallow, but that one might be it for weed wise. Have a shout stuff like this. And instead of wrong side, which side back, the other side. I mean, one of those. You probably solve it. You never did it, you do it.
This really annoys me when people cut their bushes back and just chuck all the vegetation into the canal, where it slowly goes into the bottom and turns into silt. Wow, that's a big gaping hole at the lock gate, isn't it? We do see some CRT workmen later on, and they asked me about that. because that's the first time they noticed it as well as they came through this morning. So we're partly through Worksop now, through the main part of it, bad part, and through Lock 50. Lock 50 is the worst one, which is...
We met one of our subscribers as well, lovely lady. So I watch you all the time, do you wave?
The guy from West Stockwith came and met us and helped us through the collapsed wall, and he's a really nice guy, isn't he? Isn't he?
Sorry?
How?
Didn't hear.
I'm talking to myself.
I didn't hear.
The guy at West Stockwith.
Oh yes, the same guy that we saw there at when we came on from the Trent. Oh, he's a lovely guy. Really nice guy he is. And he helped us through. And he goes, get on the boat. He said, oh, I'll shut the gate. And I left the keys there, so he brought the keys along. But he pulled us through, as you could see.
Yeah. That
Yeah, by the rope, wasn't it? It's easy.
Yeah, that Lock 50 is the worst one. But you just got to pick the right time to go through the, early morning or mid-morning. Don't do it any time past like 3 o'clock, I would say.
We had a nice family watching us.
Yeah.
They were really nice. Yeah.
There's a few more locks to do, and then we're at Shireoaks. And, hopefully
Yeah, we're timing it at the moment because we've got to get back there at 10 o'clock
yes,
tomorrow morning. So I think we've got to leave really early.
Well, as you can see here, this is a junction, and this is the old entrance to the Lady Lee branch that used to go to a little quarry, although it's now been completely filled in and there's really no evidence of it left. Some people have zero respect for the world, do they? And these two locks here are the tightest locks on this canal. They are less than 7 foot. They're a bit like the Llangollen. You have to lift your fenders, and I forgot about that because this is the lock that Narrowboat Will got to, and he couldn't get through. He got stuck. Even when he lifted his fenders, he couldn't get through. His boat is just a little bit too wide. But we got wedged because, yeah, of course we've got to lift the fenders. But yeah, we did get them out and went up eventually, and we got through, thankfully. Poor old Willy boy, never made it to the end. This is the deepest and said to be narrowest lock as well, sitting at 10 foot. To be honest with you, most locks on here are quite shallow. I didn't put the depth of this lock in because apparently it was 6'4", which I do not believe for 1 second. It looks more like 3 foot to me, but I can't find any sources online that say what it is. And the Nicholson guide has been known to be wrong several times. a few kids fishing on the lock here, but they were nice enough. No problem. And they probably just keep piling it up there, thinking that someone else will clean up after them. Yeah. Practically empty, yeah. Yep, nice. Well, we've got to enter in Shireoaks Marina now, and as you can see the canal does go on further, and of course it does go quite a bit longer to Chesterfield originally, but you can only get to Norwood Tunnel, which has collapsed. But to get to Norwood Tunnel, you've got to go through 23 locks, and it's only a 2-mile pound. And that uses a lot of water, and because June was so dry, they've shut the flight for now, and we waited long enough, and it rained plenty, but it never did reopen. You can probably just about see the bridge and the arch on the other side. They used to go to a colliery, and this basin was just for transshipment of the colliery. And now it's used for long-term mooring for CRT. There's facilities in here, pump out, water, shower, rubbish, all that lot. Annoyingly though, the pump out wouldn't reach the other side, so we had to turn around. And there was a purple boat at the top of the locks, which was one of the 2 holiday boats at Stockwith. And he came in and said, oh yeah, we're just going to come in and get water after you and go back down the lock flight. And then I thought, oh no, I thought the locks were going to be on our favour. I didn't think we'd see any other boats. And then I thought, oh my god, I'm going to get up even earlier. Like, it's going to take at least an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours if they're all against us, to get down to the lock. And by this time it was about 2 o'clock. I wonder if Wilf would be nice enough to come and take us through again the same day, because I didn't really want to wake up at 7:30 or whatever and go through Worksop that early, and more at Shireoaks here because it's so busy. So we decided to go through again, but we had to be quick because we only had an hour and a half to get there, because he wanted us there by 3:30. Took us an hour and 50 to come up, but most of the locks were against us. We got down there at 3:36, just in the nick of time. Just beat us. Oh, guys, got a lot to explain this, don't we? We've made it back to where we started.
Yeah, we're exactly the same spot as this morning.
Just the other way around.
Yeah.
I'm sure I voiced over the reasons why we came back down. But this canal is so quiet, you know. You don't see any boats.
That's
There's
lovely.
2 hire boats on it. And it just so happened that when we got to the top of the flight, the one hire boat that actually moves was planning on coming down the locks.
Shireoaks when we went into Shireoaks Marina, they were
Yeah.
outside, weren't
They
they?
were just about to come down the locks in about an hour or 2. First they wanted to get water. And I said, it'll be fine, Mum, because it won't take as long because all the locks will be on our side.
In our favour.
But because they wanted to go down the same day as us, all the locks were going to be against us, so that means we'd have to get up at like another half an hour even earlier.
Had to get up
So
about
7 o'clock.
Josh didn't want to get up at 7 o'clock, nor does Andy.
No.
We all didn't want to get up at 7. We're not early bird people. You know, we you know, it was early this morning,
Yeah.
really. So, and the thing is, there's nowhere to moor. Absolutely
No.
nowhere to moor.
I
We
thought
don't-
there was visitor moorings in
There's
the
no-
marina, but there's not.
There's no
Just
visitor
purely
mooring in the
leisure.
marina. It was a bit of a job getting out of the marina as well,
Yeah.
because if you watch it, we just
When
go
we went
straight.
in there, you had to do
Yeah.
a big, massive 90 degree, and then you had to do another 90 degree to get onto the
Yeah, we had
facilities.
to have.
But then not only that, the pump out wouldn't reach.
Oh yeah, that when we were
So
in
then we
there.
had to turn around again and reverse
Yeah.
back in,
Yeah.
and then we could finally get pump out.
And then when you go to leave, you're just like that and nowhere
So
to go
if
really
you're by
because we're so
yourself,
long.
it is very hard.
But Andy got off,
Yeah.
Josh got off, Andy pulled us round, which was a lot easier than trying to turn her really. Just someone pull with the rope.
That's what I mean. It's
so
very
much
hard by
easier.
yourself. It's just a 70-foot boat by yourself. Yeah. So, and if we moored, we'd have to reverse firstly if we wanted to moor on the towpath side outside the marina.
Yeah, because you can't
And
go
it
any
was
further.
just so busy. Although everyone here is really, really nice on this canal. We've
Oh, I
noticed.
just want to say thank you to. Well, somebody said his name's Wilf, and he
Wilf,
works at the stock. I can't even
West
think.
Stopcliffe Base.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. There, we met him when we came off the Trent. Oh, a lovely guy. Because Josh goes, "Oh, can we see if we could do it in a day, Mum?
I said,
Can we just see if we
should
can
we,
go
should we
back?"
be cheeky when we see if we can get through? Because I
So-
know he stops working at 4 o'clock.
So I rang him.
And he
what
said
did we
if
ring
the
at
pump out
1:30?
didn't work, he was willing to come up to the basin and sort it out for us.
Yeah.
So I thought, maybe he'll be willing to do that.
Tell you what, it's like the
So it's 1:30, and it took us an hour and 50 minutes to get up to the
Yeah.
locks. Most of them were against
He
us.
said, as long as you can get back by 3:30. Yeah,
And when did we get there?
This was 2 o'clock now,
Yeah.
so we had an hour and a
So,
half.
Hour and a half to get down there, and we made it there.
Yeah, 3:36 or 3:37.
3:36. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit late, but he was still
Oh,
there,
he's
and he
so
set the
really-
locks for us, and he
Oh,
even
I
drove
went-
ahead to the next
Yeah,
lock.
I think he has to lock that one anyway, doesn't
Yeah.
he, by the looks of it?
Yeah.
But you have to lock the one before where the wall
It
is.
says give 48-hour access. No, what am I about? 48
Notice.
notice.
But-
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
But we gave him an hour.
Yeah.
And he still did it for us. Yeah, he
Because we're
did.
booked, and I haven't really got to ring CRT up because the people tomorrow are booked in for 10 o'clock tomorrow
Yeah,
when we
they
were.
were going to go through the
So-
same time as us.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, well, we did it. And
Andy's
one day,
asleep in the boat.
Dad's exhausted, so he had to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. Mum's exhausted. But
Yeah,
at
well-
least tomorrow's not going to be such a long
Yeah.
day now. We still do have to cruise because
And
Dad's
we have to
gotta
do
get
a
back
little
to
bit
work.
of shopping before Andy goes
Yeah.
away for the weekend again. So
So we won't be filming next time. Hopefully, if all things do go to plan, you'll see us back up above Shireoaks actually on the dinghy. We're going to make a video up there
we're hoping
on
to
the
do a bit
tunnel
out
and
there,
the dinghy
hopefully.
and the end of the navigation. Because
Yeah, fingers
if you didn't
crossed.
know, it did go for another 18 miles from Shireoaks Marina there, all the way to Chesterfield. That's the name of the canal. But obviously,
Yeah.
because the Norwood Tunnel collapsed.
Yeah, and it goes as far as that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
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 Hello,
But
Toad.
yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Like,
Say
subscribe.
goodbye to everyone.
See you next time. Let's
See
hope
you
we get hashtag.
later.